There was a girl who loved to listen to stories, almost as much as she loved to tell them. I'm that girl. Stories fill every second of our lives because, well, each one of our lives is a story. But it often seems like we don't value the stories of the little people. I mean, people like you and I. I don't know about you, but I'm 5'2". I don't know where we measure out. The thing is that our stories may never make it into the history books. So do they even matter? If a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, did it even fall? We often regard famous people as superhuman, and though it's easy to mistake the Rock for the Hulk, or the Queen of England for Cinderella, at the end of the day, they're just people. All heroes start out as people. Malala Yousafzai was a young Pakistani girl who loved to learn. But when the Taliban invaded her city in 2008, she was prohibited from going to school. In response, she publicly spoke out for women's rights to education. Word of her actions spread to the Taliban, and then in 2012, a Taliban guard stopped her and her friends on the bus on the way to school and asked, "Who is Malala?" Her friend's unconscious glances revealed her identity, and she was shot in the left side of her head. After a miraculous 2-year recovery, she was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, where she's going to school, where she's recovering. There she is. She was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her continuous and relentless advocacy for women's rights to education. But here's the thing. In the beginning, she was just a Pakistani schoolgirl. She had no idea her actions would gain the kind of worldwide attention that they did. She had no idea she would win a Nobel Prize. Sometimes you know you're about to change your story, whether it's getting married or committing to a college or having a baby. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes the moments that you may think are insignificant or unimportant end up being vital down the road. For example, my freshman year, there were 2 club interest meetings on the same day. TED Ed and the Technology Student Association. I chose to go to TED Ed, and if I didn't, I might not have discovered my passion for public speaking. We're all linked by this struggle to feel fulfilled despite the pain and despair. We're all trying to carve our own futures and fight our own battles and overcome. We're all linked by a definite start and an unknown end. But it's what you do between the start and the finish that really matters. We're all linked by life. And this life, this human life, what it really is we feel so deeply, and that's what differentiates humans from animals, is that we feel so incredibly deeply. And the thing is that these emotions, they're really just chemicals in the brain. But then, they come from different experiences or situations. So you say, well, how can you say that we're all unified by that? The thing is that they come from these different experiences or situations, but they're the same chemicals, they're the same feelings. So I just said that we're basically all the same. So then why do our stories matter if we're all the same? You may think that what you're doing is insignificant or unimportant, but it's yours. No single person has lived your life, and no one ever will. It might be average in your town or state or city, but it's not average at all in the grand scheme of human existence. You're living your life right now, your own extraordinary, unique life. Yet, we're all unified by this human emotion. So before you judge someone, before you hate on someone, just remember that you don't know their story, but you know pain and loss and grief and love. So be kind and empathize. So I challenge you to shape your life into a story you want to tell, and then tell it. And don't take a moment for granted, because you never know when that might end up being part of your amazing story. Thank you.